Pittsburgh CLO's 2026 PNC Summer of Musicals. Feel the music with Beautiful, the Carole King musical, the inspiring story of a girl from Brooklyn who became a chart-topping legend. Mean Girls, the fiercely funny smash hit musical based on Tina Fey's hit film. And don't miss the Tony Award-winning sensation, Suffs, the bold, brilliant story of the women who fought tirelessly for the right to vote. 3 must-see shows, 1 unforgettable summer of musicals. This June and July at the Benedum Center. Get your tickets today. PittsburghCLO.org.
Today's show is supported by the Athens County Visitors Bureau. My better half, some of y'all know this, is a bobcat, so I have spent my share of spring and autumn nights sipping Black Widows at the Pigskin. But when school is out for the summer, Athens County is a totally different vibe. So laid back, same small town, same lush, picturesque hills, but basically no crowds. Think over 100 miles of mountain bike trails, scenic paddling, hiking, and winding back roads you can explore. You can eat local food, catch live music, do some shopping, so much more. I challenge you, go beyond Court Street and visit AthensOhio.com for more information. It's more than a place, it's a place to belong. This is CityCast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. There's a hot take among our team here at CityCast Pittsburgh right now. Producer Sophia says we are all spoiled for options when it comes to ice cream. One of my favorites right now is Neff House up in Harmony. It is a hike, but it's cute. And that is thanks in part to today's conversation. If you want to expand your horizons, maybe try something other than Pages, which is incredible. We have a long list of spots to get a nice, cold, sweet treat in and around Pittsburgh. And we're talking hard scoops, soft serves, custard sundaes, and so much more. I am with CityCast Pittsburgh contributor Meg St. Esprit, who has treated this assignment with the utmost diligence. Meg, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with this very critically important topic.
Please walk the people through your process.
First of all, I'll say as a mom of 4 kids, ice cream is a topic in our house that we cover a lot. So
basically nightly when they want dessert?
Absolutely. And now my older 3 are big enough to walk down to Scoops in Bellevue, so they can just do that. They can do some chores, get some money and go. But all the time when we're out on the road, we're seeing new places, we want to stop. So when it came to this story, I decided to just kind of poll in a general way other families we know, other people we know, what's catching their eye, where are they going to over and over again?
Yeah. And I mean, you also have like an enormous social media following. You are a travel writer by trade, so you really do genuinely get around quite a bit. I mean, what is your favorite kind of ice cream? Because I want to suss out your biases here.
Yeah. So my favorite is custard for sure. So we do have
What is custard?
Okay, so, I am not an expert on this, but it is creamier because it's made with egg yolks is what I've heard.
Okay.
Some ice cream has eggs in it, some doesn't, but custard does all of the time, and it has the yolks.
Okay, that makes sense. It is kind of like a rich dessert.
It's delish. I had some last night.
I'm glad you were prepping accordingly.
It was research, right?
Yeah. And for anyone listening, the recommendations we're going to be talking about today are from all over the Pittsburgh metro area. And there are so many of them. You're basically guaranteed to find something in your neck of the woods. We will kick it off. Meg, where is the best hard serve in and around Pittsburgh?
I will say, and I'm not surprised by this, Millie's was the runaway winner. That topped everyone's list. It was the first name on everyone's lips. I had a chance last month to go down to Market Square and chat with the shopkeeper at the Millie's down there, Michaela. And it's just such a Pittsburgh story. The couple that founded it started it in their garage. It's spread since there. They've got locations all over the city. They got one in North Park, a drive-through in Cranberry. So not only
they're as far out as Greensburg, I think, too. That's the last place I picked up a pint because I just happened to be downtown.
I think they're even expanding out of the state at this point.
Wow.
But yeah, they're just everywhere. So you're close to a Millie's wherever you're listening from. And they have really creative flavors. Like the lavender is amazing, which I don't typically love lavender flavored things, but it knocked my socks off.
I'm a lavender latte, like a fiend at this point. So I'm excited to try that in ice cream form.
Yeah, it was so good. And then, surprisingly, after Millie's, a little shop near Green Tree, Antony's, is the other one that everyone had on their list.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one at all.
So that was one of our COVID adventures my husband and I took our kids on. Once we could get out and about a little bit, we went there and got some ice cream and sat outside. They do have a ton of amazing flavors. They make them locally, and they have that really nostalgic vibe. It looks like it's probably had the same appearance since the 1950s, which I love. So that's definitely one that's worth a little road trip.
And then, okay, so what about soft serve? You know, if hard serve is like the kind that gets packed into the pints and gets, like, it sounds really, really hard. What the soft serve is the stuff that comes out of like like you pull the handle down.
Pull the lever.
And it like swirls around.
I know, it's so fun at a place where you can do it yourself, like a Sincerely yogurt. Yeah, so soft serve, they make it a machine with a specific mixture, concoction recipe that freezes and comes out. There was a lot of varied opinions on this because so many little shops make their own soft serve. And so there's lots of options.
Well, like what? What do you recommend?
So this is one I hadn't been to, but many, many folks said Dairy Delight in Swissvale. So now it's on our list for sure. They mentioned that it's their post-Kennywood stop.
Oh, cute. It's like dairy, like D-A-R-I.
Yeah, it's adorable. And it looks, again, very nostalgic. A couple people mentioned Dairy Delight in Bridgeville. I did some research. They don't seem to be connected.
No way.
But you could check out both of the delights and see which one you like better, I guess.
Well, what about the other side of the city?
Yeah, so Cool Cones, this is one we love. They have a location on Perry Highway in the North Hills, and then they have one in North Park.
That's where I've seen it before. I knew that sounded familiar.
Yeah, and they have raspberry soft serve.
What?
Like, it will change your life. I'm just saying.
I mean, usually it's like chocolate vanilla or like the swirl, and that's it. Those are the options.
Yeah, no, they have raspberry. They also have like Dole Whip options, lots of sundaes. So it's really fun. If you're looking for just a classic, twist soft serve cone, you can get it there, but you can also get something a little unique.
Okay. And I feel like there was a city one that I've heard about a lot too. Like, is it in Bloomfield maybe?
Yeah, Twisters. It's really cute. They also have gelato. I've been there. I love it. Several folks mentioned it. It's definitely worth a stop if you're in Bloomfield.
Okay, so let's keep the recommendations coming. What do you have for best custard? Your favorite?
This is my favorite. And I think the reason it's my favorite is because I grew up going to Young's Custard Stand in Beaver County.
Aww.
Which is what I had last night after dinner.
I was about to say, that one still exists.
Oh, yeah. It's at the end of my parents' road. Yep. It closed for a little bit, and then someone said that some younger members of their family decided to open it up again, and I'm so thankful. I know they had a line last night. But if you're not out in rural Beaver County, there's lots of other options.
Perfect. What do you got?
So the Meadows is a really popular one. They've got lots and lots of locations. They were started in the 50s in Duncanville, which is like near Altoona, Hollidaysburg.
Okay.
But they've got shops all over. There's one in Jackson Township in near Cranberry that we go to a lot, Monroeville, lots of all over the place. And they just make a really quality custard. It's consistent. It's really good. And they've even expanded into quite a few other states, but we can have that Western Pennsylvania pride with them. Hank's in Beaver County is one that a lot of city dwellers said they travel out to at least once per summer.
I mean, it has to be really, really good for Pittsburghers to go that far. I guess downriver, it feels north.
It's far. It's a hike out into the boondocks, but it's worth it. They also have Mexican food and other munchies. We like to go a lot after we spend some time out on the river on my parents' boat.
Wait, they'd serve custard and Mexican food?
Yeah, so it's like Taco Bell Mexican food, but it tastes good after, a long day out in the sun or whatever. A couple folks asked if it's connected to the Hank's Custard in Conneaut Lake, which is a pretty popular vacation spot here.
Of course, yeah.
So they were connected at one point. They're part of the same family, but they are separate now, but same recipe is what I was able to learn. And then one I hadn't heard of is Glen Homemade Custard. They have a Springdale location, which is like near Penn Hills, and then Lower Borough. Mm-hmm. So it looks amazing. It has a lot of different options. The Springdale location has mini golf, so you can make a night of it. Lower Borough one has hot food. So that's one we need to add to our list for sure.
Today's episode is sponsored by the Dollar Bank Three Rivers Arts Festival at Arts Landing, presented by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. The Three Rivers Arts Festival is one of Pittsburgh's quintessential summer festivals, and it runs 2 weekends, June 5 through 7 and June 11 to 14. Enjoy 7 days of free music, an artist market, food, and family activities. Truly, there is always so much to check out, like concerts featuring Spin Doctors, The Far Side, Joan Osborne, Buffalo Rose, and so many more national and regional bands. You can also check out an interactive performance featuring really incredible puppets from Squonk, or marvel in awe at the work of Bandaloop, where the dancers are dangling off buildings. This year's festival also marks the grand opening of Arts Landing, so it's the perfect excuse to see all of the improvements downtown. See the full lineup of events at trustarts.org/TRAF. That's trustarts.org/TRAF.
Today's episode is sponsored by Bike Pittsburgh. Here at CityCast, we are such huge fans of Open Streets, and it is back for 2026. This is a yearly event series that Bike Pittsburgh puts together, and during Open Streets, the roads shut down and become car-free. And you can take over, you can bike, walk, skip, roller skate, truly whatever your heart desires. And it really gives us a taste of what our neighborhoods look like when we center people instead of cars. So mark your calendars for Sunday, June 28th and Sunday, July 26th, when Bike Pittsburgh will be turning miles of city streets into car-free playgrounds from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. First up in June is downtown. You can check out the new Market Square, cruise through the Armstrong Tunnel, and over the 10th Street Bridge to explore the South Side. Then in July, ride through the Strip District on Smallman Street and end your journey in Lawrenceville with a drink on Butler. Plus, on both days, you can expect things like free fitness classes and pop-up activities. There is so much for the whole community. So plan your day at openstreetspgh.org and follow at openstreetspgh on social media, and we will see you in the streets.
What are the places from your research that had maybe like the best setting, the best vibes, that kind of thing?
Yeah, this was a fun one for us. And I actually talked to a couple kids in Sarver, the Allen family. They have 5 kids, and they have been doing a very deliberate road trip to check out all of these places. Aww. I know, and test, the flavors, the offerings, the vibes. And so I just think if it becomes more of an event, you're not just sitting there eating a cone, you're also...
Which is special in and of itself, but like when it's like a family mission, it's like a different thing.
Right, yeah. And so you want somewhere that really feels like a destination, I guess.
Yeah. And of course, by family, it could be the folks in your household, but it could also just be like your friends. Like you're going to go to like 10 different places over the course of the summer. I definitely did that in my younger years.
Yeah. So as far as vibes, now, first of all, I'm going to say that Paige's topped this list.
I mean, it's got to be the most nostalgic probably in our region. And they really go out of their way to make you feel feelings while you're waiting in line.
Absolutely. And I will say they topped the list, for soft serve, for vibes, for, things beyond the scoop. But vibes was the one that everyone talked about the most for them. You're under the Drippy Bridge.
The Drippy Bridge. I know some people don't love that, but I feel like for the ambiance, it's so different. Like you go park and you wait in this long line where everybody's trying to get ice cream. There's all the flashing lights. The entire menu is plastered in signs all over the building.
Yeah.
And then in the back, if you're waiting in line that long, and I think I always have, then they've got like their whole history out there on a big placard with a bunch of photos. It's so cute.
Yeah, and there's always a shady spot because you're under the bridge. So
true.
Win-win.
You might get dripped on. You might, but that's just part of the experience.
It feels refreshing. I don't know.
It depends on the time of day, I guess. Anything else you recommend for, I guess, the nostalgia of it all?
Have you been to the Sarah's ice cream parlor?
I haven't, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed.
Okay, and I've only been once, I'll say, so don't be too embarrassed.
I have had a lot of their candy over the years, though. It's always in an Easter basket,
I'm a convert because I grew up in Beaver County, so I was raised only like Anderson's chocolate.
Okay.
But since our school's been selling Sarah's, I have been won over. Their chocolate is amazing, I agree, but their sundaes are iconic. Just picture the classic old school ice cream parlor vibe. The prices are so cheap. It's worth a drive out there for sure.
And where's that one?
It's in Cannonsburg, but it's really worth the drive if you're in the city.
Awesome. Anything else?
Have you been to Neff House in Harmony yet?
I've tried twice. It was in their defense. It was in the springtime. I don't think they were up to regular hours yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you need to get there. I cannot even describe this vibe. The first time we went, I felt like I was transported to a magical fairyland of sweet treats. They have string lights, cozy seating, all these amazing concoctions. It just has that wow factor. My kids just got in the backyard space of Neff House and we're it just feels great.
And Harmony as a community has a really long-standing German history.
Mm-hmm.
So that part of the community has kind of an old German village kind of feel anyway. So I imagine that just doubles down on the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a historic building itself, and it's Neff House, Haus, got that German vibe to it. And there's lots of fun businesses down there, like Wonder Bar and the Harmony Inn. So you could make a whole evening of it, really.
Yeah, and lots of shops, too.
Oh, for sure.
And you mentioned this, like, briefly, but you said, like, the best Beyond the Scoop options. What does Beyond the Scoop mean for you?
Yeah, so with 4 kids, we have a lot of opinions in our family. So, one of our kids just likes that plain twist cone, and that's her favorite. And then a couple of my kids really love a fancy sundae with lots of stuff on it.
I think it's a different, like, some personalities find a thing, they stick with the thing. Some personalities try something new every single time.
Absolutely. And I like to try new things. So when we're thinking about, there's lots of places that have great flavors, lots of flavors of hard serve. But beyond the scoop, what are the options that are out there? Milkshakes, sundaes, ice cream sandwiches, things like that.
Okay. What are your favorites?
So this was a new one that someone put on my radar, the Happy Day Dessert Factory on the north side. I'd been hearing about it for a while. It's Black owned. It's got lots of options. We hadn't stopped in, but during the course of my research, their food truck showed up at the Bellevue Farmers Market. So I got to chat with them, try some water ice. They've got, like I said, tons of hard serve options. They have water ice, custard, sandwiches, mashups like layering water ice and custard. They're on Western Avenue on the north side.
Perfect. I'm looking at their website, 50 flavors of hard serve, custard. I think you said water ice, wood or ice if you're from out east. Sandwiches, let's see, mashups like layered ice and custard. Wow.
Yeah, and let me suggest layering like an orange flavored sherbet with custard, and it tastes like a creamsicle.
Oh, okay. We're on very different flavor paths, I think.
Oh, no.
What else you got, Meg?
So Ice Cream Therapy in Ambridge, this has also been there for over 40 years. They have a ton of flavors, and they have other cute little things like personal size pies. The owner will make a recommendation based on your zodiac sign. Just really unique stuff, a really fun shop.
Like pies, like berry pies or like fruit pies?
Like tiny little pies.
We've been talking about pizza on the show a lot lately. So.
Oh, no. These are sweet pies, sweet treats.
Perfect. And again, looking at their website, it looks like they've been open for quite a long time, too.
Yeah, it's super, super cute.
Cute. So, I mean, I guess if you're stepping back, what would you say is maybe the best in show for you? I know this is obviously very unbiased, totally objective. You as our purveyor of ice cream here in Pittsburgh.
I still have to say for Beyond the Scoop, Pages. I mean, they just have so many options.
Okay.
And really, there's something for everyone there. I mean, they literally had one customer, Miss Deb, that she ordered the same thing so much that they gave her own button on the register.
Her own button? How often do you have to go to Pages to get your own button?
I saw a number in Pittsburgh City paper of how many times she came in one season, and it was like more than 100. So Miss Deb is living the life.
Honestly, I can't actually vouch for their hamburgers. Like, we went after like a nice day at the zoo, like popped down to Pages. We were going to get ice cream, but then we were like, actually, I think we're more hungry than just ice cream.
Yeah.
So we got like a picnic lunch. It was perfect. And the lines were like very chill in the middle of the day.
That's good to know because we've definitely waited a long time there at night. Although we've met best friends in line while we wait, so
Totally understand. Is there any other favorites that maybe didn't make like a clean category that you would recommend?
Yeah, I mean, there's a million that didn't make this list that deserve a shout out. But I would say for sure Leona's ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, which have been available in stores for ages. They were in the Market House for a minute, and now we're getting a real brick and mortar. I'm so excited. It's going to be on Penn Avenue and Garfield. Can't wait to see what they do with like their own store where you can like come in and do the thing.
That's incredible. I love it. We'll be down there for sure. Yeah, and then this is not ice cream, but we have to give a shout out to Gus and Yaya's on the north side, the ice ball cart. Yeah. It is ice cream adjacent. It's a frozen treat, and it's been there forever, and you should definitely stop by and check it out.
Yeah, since your dad was a lad. One that I think is worth a shout out to, Butterfat Gelato, brand new to the north side on East Ohio Street. She was selling out of a park for a while up in the north side, so really excited to see what she creates in that space because the flavors, like you said, Meg, like they were just very seasonal, very specific, and the creaminess was unparalleled.
We should have like some type of creaminess rating, like five cones is the creamiest. And the one other one I think that we didn't talk about is Brewster's. And I think that it's been around for so long that maybe we don't think about the fact that it is super hyper local. They have a dairy in Titusville up near the Allegheny National Forest, and they make the ice cream at each individual Brewster's. So they don't even have a central factory. They make it at each shop. So, if you're driving around, it's always a consistent fave. It's never bad.
Meg, we really appreciate this. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and all your research with us. We're excited to go put it into practice.
Absolutely. Get out there and do some delicious research yourself.
Yeah. That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. A few updates since we first recorded this conversation. Leona's has in fact opened up their scoop shop in Garfield. So they've got a whole case of their sandwiches, ice cream by the scoop, and a bunch of other goodies, like their version of Dairy Queen's Dilly Bar. I would do a dance for Leona's version, not the real thing. And Butterfat Gelato's doing some work on their space. I have been loving the updates, the remodel updates on Instagram. Y'all please keep doing that, and we will keep an eye out for an official opening. Also, we have not yet heard when Gus and Yaya's may be opening this year, but we're keeping our eyes peeled. You can support us by becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. All the info is at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow with more from around the city. We'll talk to you soon. Well, every time I get the same speech where they're like, it's just the ice cream that's dairy-free. The chocolate still has milk. And it's like, intolerance, not an allergy. Give it to me.